Well, hello there, my fellow friends, fans, and foes, whatever you may be. Welcome once again to Blind Dad Does. My name is Ira, and I hope that you guys are having a really good day. It is, it's a little late at night, yeah, but I decided that I'm going to start streaming probably around 1:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, whatever, Eastern Daylight Time, Eastern something time, whatever that case may be. It's a good hour for me to do. I'm a third shifter at heart, so it's kind of like my time of day, primarily anyways. And you know, if I do things earlier in the day or later on in the night, that's fine. But you know, I figured I'd do this as a set time right around 1:30 or so. But welcome everybody, and I hope everybody is doing really good. We're going to do a little something different tonight. We're going to try out a game called Outriders that came out a little bit, well, a month and a half ago, something like that. Hey, Mark AS19, welcome to the show. I hope you guys are doing great over there. Yeah, my sleep pattern is, a fail. I'll explain that here in a moment. But anyways, yeah, so we're going to try out Outriders. I played it for like a day when it first came out, and I kind of dropped it from there. But they've done some changes here and there in the game since then, so I figured I'd give it another shot. But yeah, anyways, yeah. Yeah. So my sleep pattern. Yeah. I used to work third shift as a living. That was my thing. It was third shift at heart, you know, and I worked it for many, many years. So, kind of used to it at this point in time, I guess. I don't have a choice but to be awake at this hour. It's one of those things, but, yeah, it can be fun. I do have like a little bit of a new setup going on. I've got some new lights. I've got my webcam is in a little bit of a different position. Hopefully everything looks okay. And I have my chat room available in my face a little bit, not as much as I'd like it to be, but, you know, if it was where I'd like it to be, you guys wouldn't see my face because it would be right here. If I could see very well. Thank you. I appreciate the testing of the chat thing because yeah, it's a mess, you know. I have to, again, look, I'm a blind guy, right? So I have to do things in a little bit of a different way from everybody else to get chat integration to work and to be able to see the chat at least somewhat reasonably, while at the same time letting you guys be able to see me, letting me be able to play the game, so on and so forth. It's difficult, and I've been working on it for a while now, trying to get it all set up, but I've got it now. Somebody in like a help center for Streamlabs, which is the software that I use to broadcast with, somebody basically figured out a way that I could get the chat integration for both Twitch and YouTube to work appropriately on like a website that I can go to, like I can set up on the phone. Yeah, I could definitely do one. I'll definitely do a setup tour sometime. I would love to show off all the weird, wacky things that I've had to do to get all of this functioning. But they basically they figured out a way that I could integrate everything into a website that I can then use on my phone to be able to make the text big enough and legible enough for me to be able to see it when I squint. And it's kind of like sitting right here next to where my monitor is. You guys can probably, like, if I turn it around just a little bit here, you guys can see like the back end of my phone right here. So it's like right there in a way for me to be able to just kind of glance over. And if nothing else, I can see that new text is there. I may not be able to read it right away, but I can see that the new text is there. So it'll let me kind of cue the fact of, hey, there's something there I need to pay attention to. And then I can kind of lean a little bit and squint over there and see what happens. So, but yeah, all that being said, I think everything is working okay. Everything sounds okay and all that kind of good stuff. So Outriders, yeah, this is a weird game. So when Outriders was first getting developed, a lot of hype surrounded it because it was supposed to be like the new like Diablo style killer. Think of Diablo like the old ARPG kind of games, and this is supposed to basically kind of be similar in a lot of ways. It's kind of one of those loot and shoot kind of games, where you just keep killing critters, gathering the loot, going from there, using skills to get through and everything. The game is really cool, but it had a couple of issues up to and including when it first came out. If you played for a while and you got your character developed and all of that kind of good stuff, suddenly your inventory would just disappear. Just out of nowhere, it would just disappear, and they could not figure out why such a bug was occurring. So I stopped playing it because I didn't want, I didn't want any kind of progression loss, really, because that's part of it, is that, you have the things that you get in the game to help you progress further as the game goes. And if you have your inventory randomly disappearing out of nowhere, that's a really bad thing, right? But they've apparently gotten that kind of thing fixed. Another issue that people had with it when it first came out was the fact that they discovered that you had to be online in order to play it, even though the game isn't inherently an online game. So you can do multiplayer. You can do going into lobbies and that kind of thing to join in with other players in multiplayer, but you don't have to. It's kind of built around the idea of being a solo game, right? So why the online integration, right? Why force people to have to be online when they want to play the game? So, people who live rural, for one of my problems is that we do live in a rural area. And even though our particular ISP that we use has bandwidth limits that are really high. I mean, it's 4,000 gigabytes a month bandwidth limit, which is plenty. Nobody really ever hits that unless you're pirating and stuff all the time. But there are people that are around here that have very crappy ISPs, and they're rate limited per month on the amount of bandwidth that they can use. And they get charged pretty exorbitantly. One of the places around here is called HughesNet. And it's basically like a satellite internet. And that's kind of if we were just 5 miles away from where we're currently living, we would have to be forced to use that particular ISP. It sucks, we're kind of right on the edge where we're at of having decent bandwidth, So for somebody that's in that kind of a position where they have to pay a lot of money every month to be able to get online, and have to pay for their usage as well on top of it. So if they go over that limit, they get charged $25 for every 100 gigs that they use over that limit. That's a lot, that's a lot of money that you're outlaying. So you play a game that's like this, where it has to be online all the time. You've got a problem, right? Because you're sitting here, you buy the game because it's a single player game, and you think, okay, great, I can just buy it, I can download it. There's my 60 gigabytes that I could use that month, and now I have another 40 that I can use for the rest of the month, or whatever the case may be. And then you go to play the game and realize, wait a minute, I have to be online all the time. So all of my data is going out and in all the time. So for this single player game that is literally just me trying to play the game, not getting online with anything, I still have to pay for the online stuff. That's a problem. You know what I mean? So, that was one of the big things that kind of, I think, turned a lot of people off of this game right away. I mean, it just came out a month ago, and they had they had millions of people that went out and bought it and played it. And now it's got, very little attention compared to what it really should. I mean, the game is great. It's made by Square Enix, a very reputable company, very good company, and they put out a lot of really good games, but at the same time, yeah. Yeah, well, that a 10 to 20 ping is actually really, really good. That's quite good. I mean, I think my ping to my main places that I go to is 40 milliseconds. So, I mean, not too bad. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to create I've got a character already created that's at a level 11, but we'll go ahead and just create a new character here and see what we can get to happen. I'm going to go ahead and do the female. Why not? That's always fun. Well, no, we can do male. That's cool. That's cool. So we can customize the character. Now, the customizations of the characters are not like outstanding, right? It's not as good as what it could be in other games, I guess you could say, but still, it's not too shabby. He's handsome. Sure. We'll do this guy here. Make green eyes. Okay, so then hair. I don't even know what hair types are available for the men. Kind of bizarre ones. Sure, why not? That'll work. All right, and then gotta have the beardly goodness, right? Gotta have beardly goodness. That's not too far away from what my own hair is. Sure, we'll go with that right there. That's cool. And then that scar there is pretty cool. We can deal with that, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. And then well, we can name him what we usually name our guys. Frank. Yeah. Frank and Beans. All right. Here we go. Now, let me go into the options real quick. I do think I need to adjust the audio a little bit because it's a little bit quiet. Yeah, there we go. That should be better. All right, so we'll go into the lobby. Do I want to skip the prologue? No, we'll go ahead and watch the... we'll go ahead and do the prologue. That's cool. Frank and Beans. All of the characters that I create for like the Software Incorporated and all that kind of stuff that I do, he's Frank and Beans, you know? So, yeah, I'm weird. All right, here we go. Earth was dead. We had destroyed it. 2 colony ships were built to carry us across the stars. Only 1 ship made it. We're all that's left. After an 83-year journey, we orbit our new home. Planet Enoch.
Code 1, Flores Command. You are clear to begin descent to surface.
Copy. Disengaging. Initiating auxiliary thrusters. Command, we are 20 seconds to atmosphere breach.
Initiate burn. Rotate and brake.
Primary ignition set to 30%. Rotating. We are engine first. Altitude 20,000 feet and falling.
Code 1, we are getting interference. Switch to high gain antenna.
Command, confirm signal strength.
You're looking great, Code 1. Go for landing.
Engines off. Pod 1 has landed.
Almost looks like home. That's what worries me.
Well, boss, you ready?
Got my truck.
Nice truck. I could use one of those.
I want snipers at 3 and 6, multiple defense lines, and an operating base established within the hour. Move! Goodman, a word. You know the stakes of this mission. Flores is already half dismantled. Our engine's on its way down to power a city of 500,000. Now, if these Outrider bozos hit pay dirt, you report to me first.
Sir, I'm only here to ensure proper procedure is followed.
We're not on Earth, Shearer. There is no proper procedure.
Listen up, Outriders. I know what you're all thinking. There's no going home. And no one has a clue what's waiting for us out there. But the ECA pencilheads can't greenlight this landing until we find their missing probes. So let's do our job!
Indeed. So I will say the graphics in the game definitely are very pretty. It is a very nice looking game comparatively.
HQ to Outrider Alpha. Do you copy?
This is Alpha Actual.
Damn atmospherics are messing with the radar. Can't get a lock on approach.
Negative HQ. Our systems are all functioning. We'll set up camp further up.
We're to the camp for further instructions.
HQ, can you repeat? Getting some kind of injury? I'm gonna scout ahead on foot. Need to stretch my damn legs.
I'll take point. Don't need to see you get eaten on day one.
Relax, Outrider. You don't owe me anything.
Cat. I wouldn't be here without you. I'd be buried in the ashes back home.
All right. Let's move out. Stay sharp. Watch our sixes.
Okay, so there we go. Now we're in the game proper.
Would you smell that air? I can't even process breathing air that doesn't smell like a burnt carburetor.
Smell that barrier.
I'm used to it.
Trust me, you'll get used to fresh air too.
Truth is, none of us should have even gotten off Earth.
Survivor's guilt. You think any one of us isn't feeling it?
It's not just that. If the Caravel's engine hadn't exploded back on Earth and killed most of the real Outriders with it, there wouldn't be a bunch of mercenaries down here in their place.
I hired you because you don't let anything get in your way.
So there is no true jumping in the game. You can't like hit the space bar to jump or something like that. You can only like mantle over things. Look out, birdie. We're coming.
We'll make camp here. Outrider, set a beacon flag. Let HQ know the area's secure.
Okay, so we can go over here. Hello, critter. Big truck.
All right, people. We got jobs to do. Cuthbert, Scarstead, set up a perimeter. I want fortifications going up within the hour. Jakob, you're field testing the munitions. Gutman, get your scanner up and running so we can find those damn probes. Outrider, a word. Hey, no matter what happens out here, I need my best gun on this in case things go south. Can I depend on you?
Just tell me what to do, Cap.
Our weapons haven't been fired in nearly a century. Why don't you head over to Jakob and get your gear checked, and then be prepared to move out as soon as those probes are located. Any questions?
No word from Earth, I assume? It's really gone.
She went dark 15 years into our journey. More or less as predicted. ACA's confirmed no communication since.
Shit. You know, I grew up a slumdog, fighting for scraps. Lost everyone, really, long before the end. Doomsday just wasn't a thing I worried about. Hell, it was never gonna live past 20 anyway. Somehow, I was one of the ones who made it. Don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing here.
As things go right, time's coming, you're gonna have to leave all that behind. This is a new beginning. You could have a family here. Build a cabin. Grow old and get fat.
Yeah, that's not me, Cap. Know my way around bullets, not kids. Gonna be no need for someone like me here.
Maybe the old you, Outrider. But you're one of the chosen few. You get to build the future. Don't waste it.
Okay, so this is where you can have a little bit of choice going on, and the choices that you make don't really too much make a difference here in the prologue, but as you progress in the game, the choices that you make in conversations and that kind of thing do actually have an influence on what happens in the game. So just making sure you guys are aware of that.
Did any more of your people make it off Earth, Cap?
My brother. Almost. But no. They got him in cryo as we evacuated LA, hoping we could stop the bleeding. But he was too far gone.
Ah, shit. Sorry to hear that.
I haven't had the time to think about it.
What about Sarah? She's good, right?
Yeah. My Sarah's up there. They don't wake her group for another 6 months, but I can wait. I didn't have a chance to tell you this and all the madness, but my little girl's pregnant. That's how I got her the seat.
2 for 1 special, huh? So that's why I've been in such a good mood since they unfroze your ass.
Don't push it, Outrider.
Yes, sir, Granddad, sir. I'll go find Jakob's shooting range.
Good. We're on standby for those probes, so stay on alert.
Okay, there we go. So like I said, it doesn't make too much of a difference what you do like at the beginning stages of things, but as you progress it does make a difference. Plus there's achievements and that kind of thing relating to them. Okay, so we'll head over this direction for Jakob. There he is.
4,
Hello, Jakob.
8, 15, 16, 23, 42. That should do it.
What's on your mind, boss? I know that look you get.
What do you make of this place, Jakob?
It's perfect. Beautiful. How long you want to bet before we bury it all under concrete and plastic?
Oh, come on. You can't still be that cynical. Just look at this valley.
I don't know, boss. Maybe we all just got too much riding on this. We already have one dead planet in the rear view. If we screw this one up too,
Maybe we won't.
sure, maybe this is really it. Maybe we can finally stop sleeping with our guns under our pillows, stop worrying about food every goddamn day. Believe me, boss. I want this to work. You have no idea. Lads, huh? People don't change.
Still got your money on black, huh?
The house always wins.
Okay, so real quick, I'm going to exit
I
this
need to get going.
conversation here.
I'll be here if you need me, boss.
Give me just a second here. I'm going to try to adjust the sound levels just a little bit because kind of the background sounds are really loud, but the dialogue is not as loud as it could be. So I will go ahead and maybe change the sound effects down just slightly compared to the dialogue. That might be better there. Okay, let's try that again.
What's on your mind, boss?
Yeah, it's a little better.
I know that look you get.
That last day got really hairy. I wasn't sure if any of us were gonna make it.
We cut it pretty close. You can't stop thinking about it either.
I know. It's insane. That was 80 years ago.
Yeah, it feels like days. My knuckles are still sore, my ears still ringing from all the gunfire.
I mean, there was thousands of them, all climbing over each other, slaughtering everyone in their way. Tried to pull down the launch tower and bash in the doors of our shuttles.
I've been in a lot of war zones, but that was fucking anarchy.
Look, it was either us getting off the planet or them. We just did what we had to do.
We do what we have to do. We look out for each other.
Hell, we better. Other than the Cap and Cuthbert, you're the only person left alive I know.
I'm the only person left alive worth knowing.
I'm glad you made it on board, you old bastard.
Me too.
I like Jakob.
Time to test my gear.
Up for some target practice, boss. Let's get started.
We'll see how well I do here.
Ooh, fancy stuff.
Yeah, a new toy. You're the first one to test it out, boss. Think you could take on a tank?
Not easily.
Just like riding a bike. Did I ever mention how glad I am to be on your side? Now give that sidearm a try, eh? Nice. Haven't lost your touch. All right, you can stop showing off.
So one thing that's interesting with the particular class that I'm going to choose, which is the Technomancer, is
Yep. Still got it.
when you
Outrider, check on
fire,
our ECA
you actually
rep.
do
See
healing
if
by
Shearer's
doing
found any
damage.
probes yet.
Okay, so need to figure out where the ammo crate is. Is right here. Yep. Okay. There we go. All right. So let's go to the objective site. It's going to be this direction.
Hey, did you see? A transcript got leaked of the speech Maxwell's preparing. Some half-assed praise for the Outriders and a lot of talk about how
Oh my gosh. This is stunning. I wish you could have seen this, Dad.
Hey. You're Shearer, right?
I'm sorry. Can you believe this landscape? It's so beautiful.
Oh. If only we had an internet to post those to.
It's for scientific record. Besides, we'll have the internet up and running in the first 6 months. The entire thing was backed up.
I'm just pulling your leg, Shearer. Any luck with the probe?
The scan's still running. I don't know what else I can do. It's just... How can the probe signals have simply vanished?
Yeah, they said it was some kind of interference or something.
Ah, from space, maybe, but not from down here.
Still, seems the initial readings were right. We're breathing.
Yes, but before the ECA can authorize 500,000 more people coming here, we need the probe's data to know we can support them.
And if we can't? What's the ECA's plan B?
Do you have any questions I got answers to?
Do they have a plan B? I hope everybody's having a good night, having a good time. This is an interesting little game. I mean, it's one that I enjoyed playing for the brief moment that I played it. But, you know, hopefully they have fixed all of the issues that were rife during the time period. So far, I haven't encountered any of the bugs or anything. I had a couple of crashes when the game first came out. By the time that this section of the game was already, you know, there, I had already crashed a couple of times, but so far so good with the stability anyways. But anyways, I hope everybody out there is having a good time, having a good night. So what do you think of this game so far? Is it something that you guys would have interest in? Is this one that you tried out and didn't go back to? I'd love to know.
How's this colonization gonna work? You're in the planning rooms, right?
Yes. We've already started disassembling the engine. We need to bring that down first. The nuclear core should give us enough power to get the colony up and running.
And when do the civilian pods start coming down?
Within a few weeks, if all goes well. First, just enough people and resources to get our infrastructure running. You know, water, food, and shelter. Then we'll keep waking folks from cryo, a few thousand at a time, no more than we can feed. Until, before you know it, you'll be standing in the middle of a city.
Meanwhile, the Flores stays up there?
The ship was built in orbit. It was never meant to land. We'll have to keep it in our skies until we're capable of space flight again. One day, maybe.
All right, tell me the truth. You think the ECA's thought this whole plan through?
Well, my father was part of the team that designed the plan. My entire life, he helped prepare for this day. The greatest undertaking of human history.
Oh, so that's how you got on the ship, huh? Daddy smoothed your way?
No. I studied engineering. Spent years in orbit. Designed structure, drilling rivets into the hull. I helped build that ship.
So you earned your way on. Good for you.
It was my father. Just not like the way you thought. He gave up his place for me. He stayed behind.
Shit, I'm, sorry.
He would have been in awe of this place. But in the end, it's just me. It's strange not knowing anyone here.
When this is over, come hang out with us. We're not such a bad bunch.
I might take you up on that.
The one thing about games that I've always found interesting is like when they do these cutscenes and then they have the little jump thing, you know, when they go back to their original position or whatever. Wish they would do the flow a little bit. It's very immersive braking, you know. It's probably silly of me to say, but considering the progress that has been made on games to make them look and feel the way that they do, I mean, it's probably hypercritical, not hypocritical, but hypercritical to feel that kind of way with some things like that. But yeah, anyway, there you go.
Hey, is that supposed to blink that way?
Oh. That's a probe.
Tanner, think we got a signal. It's close.
Excellent work, Outrider. Now go locate the damn thing so we can land this beauty.
Copy that.
Hey, it's an historic moment. We should document it.
For the scientific record, huh?
All right. So now we should go... Yeah, we've got the objective to go seek out the probe now, so...
Heads up, I got movement. 9 o'clock, something big.
All units stay alert. Guard the perimeter. Hold your fire until we know what we're dealing with.
Indeed.
Whoa. We got eyes on some kind of hyena-looking cow things.
Yeah, I'm seeing them over here too. A whole herd of them.
Are we sure all the wildlife around here are vegetarian?
Herbivores? We call them herbivores?
Whatever. They look pretty ugly, you ask me.
No, they're astonishing. I bet they can be domesticated for farming.
I bet they make some fat, juicy steaks.
I'll take a hyena cow thing steak, I guess.
One of those cow things is sunning itself right on my path.
Hey, maybe you can get close enough to get a DNA sample.
Not exactly our priority, but if I can get close without spooking it, I'll try.
So this game, for those of you guys that maybe have played Division before, it's very similar in feel to the way the Division works with the cover system.
Nah, scared it off, but I've secured the objective.
Fantastic.
Got some kind of storm brewing. Cap, found the probe. Looks like it landed pretty hard, but the data seems intact.
Copy that. Transmitting to HQ now. Good work, Outrider.
Hold on. Tanner? I'm picking up a second signal, but something's weird about this one.
Weird?
The pitch is rising and falling? It's supposed to be a steady tone.
Outrider Alpha to HQ. Hold off on calling in that green light. We got another probe out here to analyze.
Negative, Alpha. Your job is done.
Damn it. Maxwell, listen to me. We can't afford to make mistakes. Give us time.
Any more time and we lose our orbital window. We have the data, I'm calling it in. You want to keep searching? Don't blame me if you find trouble. Over and out.
All right, Outriders. Rendezvous back with the convoy. Let's go find that stray.
All right, so we'll go back to the convoy then. Do a little sprinting to get there. It's an interesting game. Like I said, it is very pretty. You know, there's a lot of depth to the way that it looks. It's nice. It's nice. I hear a hyena cow thing.
Hey, Cuthbert. Any updates?
The probe signal is mostly noise, but I've tracked its source. There.
Hope you all brought your galoshes.
Jacob. Same shit, different planet.
Oczywiście.
Thankfully, the music is turned off because that would be demonetized right now. The music that's there is, yeah, popular.
Piece of shit! Electronics are freezing up!
Trucks are down. We continue on foot.
Soldier, your primary focus, Shira. Understand? We keep moving. Eyes up.
Choke on your own spit, dude?
It's nothing, I'm good.
Jesus. Get back to the ship! Alert the medics!
What's going on?
Hey, stay back!
Get a medic to the southern perimeter.
God damn it.
Maybe he should quit smoking.
Tanner, got eyes on the probe. I got movement. Heading in.
It's one of those moments where it's like, oh, I've got movement. I'm heading in. And it's like, no. Don't go there. Don't go there. Stay away. No, don't go there.
ECA HQ. We've encountered a potential biological hazard. Requesting quarantine procedure at base.
Damn it, Tanner! I told you bozos not to go and mess
That
up
is
this
true.
operation. It's my name on the line with this landing, and you have no authority over me.
Maxwell. Shit. Unit 2. Stay at your position. We are heading your way. Prepare the med tent in case we need to act fast.
All right.
Hey, boss, we lost you.
I'm getting her straight probe. How's Scarstead?
He looks like shit.
Any idea what this black gunk is?
Some kind of saprophyte or mycelium? But they collect samples.
Hello, big thing. Okay, so yeah, the roll thing. Definitely
Okay,
a pain.
You want to play? Then let's play.
There we go.
Captain, got attacked by one of those cow things. Something drove it crazy. I had to put it down. Keep an eye out.
Copy that, Outrider. Now move your ass and find that probe.
Nature. Gotta love it, right?
Tanner, I found it.
Good work. Get the drive, so get the hell out.
Wait, hold on. This thing's just in relay mode. Tanner, the signal isn't coming from the probe. It's coming from outside our search zone, somewhere else on the planet.
That's impossible. There is nobody else. Secure the hard drive. We'll analyze that signal back at base.
Copy. Ah, damn it! Something's frying it, Tanner.
Give us the frequency.
Carrier frequency is 9-7 point. Tanner, do you copy? Oh, shit. Tanner, I'm seeing some really strange shit down here.
Yeah, Ollie.
Fuck.
What the hell was that? What the fuck? Where is everyone? Run!
Hello, Paul. Welcome to the show. I hope you're having a really good night. We're trying out Outriders again. It's been a little bit of time since I've played the game, so I figured I'd give it another try and see how it goes.
What the hell kind of storm is this?
This is Captain Tanner. Code Red. Hold off the landing. I repeat, hold off the landing. Maxwell, do you copy? Oh my God! Behind you! Run!
Of course, it's interesting playing these games as a blind guy, but I'm doing my best, giving it a shot.
I can't even start the damn truck.
Don't die today now. Big ugly red things. Oh, that was a big shot. Oof. Almost died.
Come on!
Help me.
Been there, man. Been there.
I got heavy casualties, possible contamination. I need quarantine set up at base. Do you copy? Shit.
Hey, Sav, welcome. Give me just a moment while the cutscene's going.
Maxwell, what the fuck is all this?
What does it look like?
Sergeant Major, sir, we have to follow quarantine procedure and hold the landing. Whatever the original reports about this planet, they were wrong. There's some kind of anomaly. If we land now, everyone will die.
There's no holding the landing. It's too late for that. There's nowhere else to go.
Tanner, here! We need help!
We need medics! See to them! Hurry!
No, stop. They're contaminated. We contain them. That's an order.
You always were an asshole. Look around you. We got men and women in need of medical attention. Now get your asses in gear and do the right thing, or I'm gonna have to
No!
Contain this. Now! And burn the fucking bodies.
Well, that's not good.
Maxwell's lost his goddamn mind.
I'll take care
of
the
we'll
wounded.
get into cover here real
Just hold
quick.
them back.
Jacob, cover me. I'm going after Maxwell.
I gotcha.
Outriders, stand down! That's an order!
Sure. Right after you call off your goddamn goons.
Sergeant Major, the entire colonization is threatened. We need to warn the florists.
Your Outriders are the ones who stirred up this threat, imperiled this mission.
Bullshit.
Yeah, that escalated real quickly. So, hello to all of you guys just tuning in. My name is Ira. This is Blind Dad Does. Tonight, Blind Dad is doing Outriders. I played the game when it first came out for the first day. Actually, I bought it on the first day. I played it for one day, and then it started encountering some problems, up to and including the fact that when you'd gather items in your inventory, suddenly they would just disappear out of nowhere. And I'm like, you know what? When you're playing a game where the items that you get are very important to the progression of the game, disappear and you lose all your progression, not really worth playing, right? So I had to wait until they got things fixed up, and they have gotten a lot of things improved over the past couple of months since the game came out. It just came out April 1st. So yeah, I'm giving it another shot, seeing how it goes. But for those of you guys not aware, I am a blind guy. I'm about 3 inches away from my monitor right now, trying to see and be able to play. Yeah, it is what it is. So you guys are going to probably see me doing some wonky things to be able to get through what I'm getting through. And I might get turned around, might get a little bit weird and all that kind of stuff. But I'm a blind guy. I like to play games, and, so that's kind of like what I do. So, yeah, Outriders. I hope you guys are having a really good night, though, either way. This has been a fun night. I mean, it's an interesting game. The concept of it is really cool. The implementation of it wasn't the greatest when it first came out, but it's gotten a lot better. So, all right. So we got an item, actually. A backup rifle. Oh, boy. There we go. All right. So I wanted to go into my inventory here so I can see about what the weapon is, if it's any better. Trying to remember how to do a comparison. There we go. Nope, that's player stats. Yeah, it would be better. It's 115 for the... Yeah, there we go. This other one was 99. So a little bit more damage, a little bit more firepower. You guys can kind of see how the comparisons are. The stats there at the bottom give you the accuracy, the stability, and the range. This one had a little less on the accuracy and the stability, so that is why this one is a little bit higher. So it also has an effect, right? Gotcha, yeah. So the killing shrapnel, basically, if you kill something, the enemy will explode with bone damage, basically, to anything that happens to be around it. So that is kind of one of the things with this game that's really cool, is you have different items that are available, and so it kind of fits the different play styles. So this is like an automatic kind of a rifle. You can also do sniper rifles, shotguns, pistols, that kind of thing. So depending on the build that you want to do, you can kind of change how you want it to be, which is cool. Yeah, I see that guy kind of exploded that time around. So I'm not sure this progression right now, the way that it's sitting right now, I don't think it's available yet. But when I get a little bit higher level and can choose the type of character class that I want to do, the one that I'm going to do is called the Technomancer, and it is pretty good. The they have turrets and that kind of thing. And one of the other things with it is that when you do damage to something, it will actually heal you with the damage.
So we can tell the story his way. How the Outriders fucked everything up.
Get out of the eye. Okay.
Outrider, wait. Maxwell is the only one who can call off the landing. You need to get him to see reason.
I don't think he's going to see reason. He just murdered the guy right in front of us. I don't think there's going to be any reasoning with this guy. There we go. Get out of the grenade area. I said get out of the grenade area. There we go. So for those of you guys familiar with the Division, the kind of cover system works a little bit the same as the Division does. You kind of jump into and out of cover. You got me with a grenade. Come on, die. Thank you. Alright. Next. Okay, and F is the melee key. Anybody else around? Yep.
Kill the traitors! Don't let them near!
We're not traitors. You're the one that literally murdered my guy right in front of me, May. Me a traitor. Anyways, I hope everybody out there is having a good night. What y'all up to? How you been? Oh, we're almost dead. No, we died. We died horribly. Almost got him. Yeah, there we go. Just gotta take care of this guy here. Ah, nice. There we go. Ollie, that's really cool. That's really cool. You'll have to tell me about it sometime. Alright, let me go over here and get this completed.
Right thing! Call it in! Postpone the fucking landing!
It's too late.
Hey, you and you, help me with the wounded. We have to get them to MedLab.
Over here!
Come on, move your asses! We're almost there. You're gonna be fine.
Sounds like a fucking personal problem. Make it happen!
What are you doing?
I'm putting you back into cryo until MedLab can save your fucking life.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm done for.
Pep talks aren't really my thing.
All right, so we're getting close to the end of the tutorial here.
When is something truly over? Was it when your people left Earth behind? Was it when you watched the first spaceship crash and burn? Was it when you saw your fellow Outriders crumble at your feet? Was it watching yourself die? But Enoch isn't done with you yet, Outrider. Like I always say, it ain't over till it's over.
You, what year are you from? Year, what year?
What?
Is this your pod? Where were the uplink nodes?
Come on, Doc. We need to go. They're coming.
Wait, we can't just leave them here. These are Outriders.
They're not why we're here.
I'm sorry.
Don't leave me. Hey, listen. My hair looks grayer than what it was in the character creation screen.
Don't move, asshole! Captain! Found another one!
Outrider. Thought your kind was all dead.
Dead? Uncuff me and find out!
The anomaly's coming. Let's see how fast you can run. The no man's land, like the others.
Why is it no the man's land? Why not no woman's land? Do we need to be part of the He-Man Woman Haters Club?
Where the hell am I?
Shut your goddamn mouth! Hey, soldier! You're ECA too, right? When we get to no man's land, we gotta stick together if we want to survive. Survive what? Getting our asses fried by the big storm! Hey, I told you two to shut the hell up! We're here! Come on! Go back! Go back! What the hell's happening? They've got an Aldrin. It's tearing our guys apart. You need to get out of here. But where? Storm's coming. You think the Aldrin care about a storm? Shit. Take the back way through the bridge. We're not gonna make it. Let's just toss them out here and get to cover. And rob the captain of his show? Are you out of your goddamn... Watch out! I can't see.
Well, that's a problem.
Help it! Help! What are you doing? Leave me alone! Help! Your man was wounded! That's better that way! Don't struggle! Go! How long has it been? What? This war, how fucking long? Who knows? Since before I was born! That's fucking impossible! Come on, open the goddamn gate! And move! Hold tight, almost there! Almost where? Where are you taking us? I'm not supposed to be... The hell is the matter with you? You just wake up or something? Cryo, it's just... Well, let me catch you up real quick. That paradise you Outriders promised us, guess what we got instead? Goddamn alien storms! No shelter, no food, just kicked to the curb like exiles while your ECA pals got fat in their bunker! Bullshit! It wasn't like that! We lost electronics! We could have left you all to rot in your cryopods! But we didn't! We saved you, ungrateful fuck! How many times did I tell you to shut up? Gates open! Better hold your breath! Welcome to the Valley of Death, asshole! This can't be happening! You people are insane!
Way insane.
Time to walk no man's land, pal!
Way insane. Heck of an introduction to the game, right? Very yes, indeed. Very yes.
Fuck me.
Hey, we've been through this before.
Oh, shit.
Ow. Shot through the heart and you're too late. Okay, so here's where we get to choose our path. We can do Technomancer, Pyromancer, Trickster, or Devastator. So each of these has a different skill set that you can do overall through the game. So Trickster is kind of like about hiding and that kind of thing, doing kind of roguey kind of style. Pyromancer is sort of your mage kind of class, you know, where you're flinging fire and all that kind of stuff. And then the Devastator is sort of your tank, the heavy build, melee style, going in and just taking as much damage and heat as you can. Technomancer is kind of the engineer class, I guess you could say, would be the best way that I could put it. Has access to different like RPGs, turrets, that kind of stuff that you can build while on the field. So Technomancer tends to be my own personal favorite. That's what I'm going to go with this time around as well. So we'll give that a shot. So yeah, manipulate the anomalies to animate constructs and bend them to your will, aiding allies and killing enemies from afar. And as a Technomancer, you receive a portion of the damage you deal as health. So the more damage you deal, the more health you get. It's a nice bonus. Pyromancer works a little bit differently. Cover foes in flames, incinerate entire squads, and heal your own wounds as enemies fall to your inferno. As a Pyromancer, you'll receive health whenever enemies marked by your skills are killed. So instead of the Technomancer kind of getting a portion of damage returned as health, like a leech kind of a thing, they get it when the person dies. Trickster: bend the laws of space and time to appear out of nowhere, assassinate your enemies, and return to safety in the blink of an eye. As the Trickster, each enemy killed in close combat heals you and grants a portion of shield. And then the Devastator: take point and defend your allies. Ground and foes alike will tremble as you pass. And you receive health from slain enemies that are too close. So the closer you are to the enemies when you do the kills, the more health you get back. So we're going to go ahead and do Technomancer. Yes, we're sure. And there we go. So that basically was the prologue to the game. Welcome to Outriders.
Okay.
Okay, indeed. So get to the other side of the battlefield. That is the point. So let me see which. If I bring this up, skills. There we go. Okay, so number 1. Right now we have shrapnel. So throw a proximity mine. The explosion deals 85 damage and interrupts the skills of enemies caught within the blast radius. So as basically a level 1, we only have access to this one skill. As we gain levels, we will also get access to more skills, and we can have 3 of them active at a time. We can choose to do whichever ones we want to do. We also will have access to, let me see here, is it this? Yes, this is the skill tree. So again, as you gain levels, you get access to skill points, and you can make use of these in the tree to kind of improve things that you want to improve. So we will go with that as we progress. But yeah. All right, so we'll go back in, and if we hit number 1, you see the mine right there pops out, and it'll just wait to explode when somebody gets close.
Get out of here.
And it'll reload itself after a certain amount of time.
This hellhole. Whatever the fuck's happening? I don't belong on this side. What in the? Oh shit.
Whoa. Did I do that? How is this happening to me?
Right, so you can see now where our health bar is. The more damage that we're doing, the more health we get back. It's pretty nice. It's a nice little way to do things. So instead of using like health potions and all that kind of stuff, you actually, get it by doing things. Where you at? Alright, we'll go to him with this.
Who the hell are you people? Guess it's shoot first, questions later.
There we go. There's another one. Where is he? Oh, way over there. Way over there. Okay, so we reached level 4 now. Which is good. And can we get up here? I don't remember. Nope, not from there. The controls are a little funky, to get used to, but you can get used to it.
Hold your position!
Are they?
I'm not afraid.
Ready for me? All right. I could get used to this.
I have a very difficult time seeing the combat in this game sometimes, so please pardon as I try to get accustomed to it all here. That was a little short. I will say, like, the gunplay and everything, it does feel really good. It's got a nice feel to it overall. So, all right, we got more ammo. That's good. We need to pick up our goodie that dropped over here too. Ah, actually, yes, sniper rifle. Nice. We could use that right now. Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry, I had to mess with the chat box there real quick. I'll go ahead and refill the ammo here real fast. Don't want that. They were hitting me with the bomb one way or the other there, Jake. That's that. Knocked me out of cover, man.
These flares, this storm. I've seen this before. In the forest. When we landed.
I did indeed. Good call. Shotgun. I don't really like shotguns. I don't really like shotguns in any game that I play, really. That one worked. Nice. I hope everybody out there is having a good day, having a good time here. It's been an interesting day for us. We had stuffed peppers for dinner tonight. They were pretty good. We did them up nicely. So not bad at all.
This can't be
Other than
real.
that, I've been streaming all day. Quite frankly, been streaming quite a bit today. That's an interesting conundrum, isn't it? Boom. And then we had some ice cream from this local place called Toppings, and it was really, really good. I love their stuff. Love their stuff. It's very, very good. Lit me on fire. You guys see that? Lit me on fire. fast either. All right. Well, it claims that I had an internet connection error, so I don't know what's going on there. I'm still online. As far as I can tell, I'm still streaming, right? You guys are still seeing me, right? I don't know. Am I still alive? Am I alive? Am I here? Am I Memorax? What am I? Yeah, I mean, I'm still online. If anybody could let me know if the stream has stopped, that'd be really good. I would deeply appreciate that. If you guys are watching, give me just a moment, guys. Sorry. I'm assuming I am. I'm still seeing things, but... okay. It's got to be something with the game itself then. Yeah, I mean, it claims it's online. It says right there, online. I don't know. Okay, well, I'm getting told I'm still going, so let me jump back into the game, see where it puts me. I have no idea where I'm going to be at this point. That kind of sucks. And this is exactly what I was talking about earlier, okay? When I first started playing the game, earlier this evening, the one problem that many people, including me, had when it comes to this game is the fact that even though I am sitting here playing this game solo, right? There's nobody else in the party with me. I'm not in a not in a multiplayer session or anything along those lines. Even though that is the case, for whatever reason, Square Enix decided that this game needed to have online only all the time. Okay. So, quite frankly, that is an issue. Okay. If you buy a game expecting that it's going to be a solo game and have no, because there was no, when you bought the game, there was no disclaimer on it that you had to be online all the time in order to play the game. When you buy a game with the knowledge, or at least with the thought, that you're not supposed to, or you're not required to have internet connectivity to be able to play the game as a solo game, a one single player game, to have the requirement that you have to have the internet connectivity is asinine. It really is. It's asinine. Because here you have this situation. I'm online, right? I am connected. Obviously, you guys are still watching me on the stream, okay? And yet, for whatever reason, the connectivity to the server was lost right in the middle of me doing a mission, right in the middle of me having a fun gameplay session, right? To then just, okay, now you got to start it all over again. Now you've got to start, because looking at things, I'm basically, back at the beginning stage of this particular mission. Okay. So why in the hell they decided that it'd be a good idea to make it so that everybody that plays the game has to be online all the time, even though it is not a multiplayer only game. It's not an MMO, right? It's not an MMORPG. It's not CSGO. It's not Apex. It's not Fortnite. It's just a game that is intended, programmed and intended to be able to be played solo. 100% throughout the whole game, solo. Okay, it's no different than Borderlands 2 and Borderlands 3. It's the same. It's just a loot and shoot, So why the requirement that you have to be online all the time? It makes no sense. It doesn't. And this is one of the big problems that people had when they first purchased the game. And it's a problem that I had when I first purchased the game. here's the issue. Okay, we live in a place that's out in the country. You know, we're so far in the country that if a cow farts into the wind the wrong way, we lose internet, we lose power, we lose all kinds of stuff, right? But we're like right on the edge of where broadband is available. Okay, and our internet limit is like 4,000 gigabytes per month. It's decent, you know, it's decent. But if we were like 5 miles down the road from where we're at right now, we would not have this internet available. We'd have to use something like HughesNet, which is a satellite company, because there's no other way to get online when you're out in the country. Okay. So you buy this game not being told, hey, you're going to have to be connected online all the time to be able to play the game. And then you come home, or, you know, you buy it online and you download it. And look, I mean, when you're dealing with these satellite companies, when you're dealing with these ISPs where you're kind of limited, right? You have to pay for your bandwidth in a big way. So, for instance, again, the company HughesNet that's around here, you get like your first 100 gigabytes per month as part of your $50 fee per month, right? But then if you go over that limit, they charge you like another $25 on top of that for every like 100 gigs that you download. Okay. It can get very expensive very quickly because, you know, online connectivity, you go through a lot of data when you're on a PC. Okay. So, if we were having to use that, not only would you have to download the game, which is like 60 gig download. Okay. So there's half of your bandwidth for the whole month just downloading this one single game. Then you go to play it and realize, oh crap, I have to be connected to the internet all the time with this. So now you're having to pay for this online connectivity and again, it can get very expensive depending on where you're at and what kind of connection you have. You know, not everybody out there has decent internet, right? So it's a really big problem. You know, I don't know. I just don't see why they went the route that they did, knowing that there are going to be these kind of issues with people, you know? I don't know. I don't get it. But anyways, enough about that rant. I guess for now, you know, I'm a little frustrated with it. I think for now I'm just going to kind of walk away from it again, you know, and it sucks because again, I played it for one day when I first had it and I had crashes and connection issues and all that kind of stuff. And here, you know, it's a couple of months later, right? April 1st is when it came out and that's the first day I played it. Here it's a few months later. You would think they've done all kinds of patches to the game, right? You'd think that they had things fixed up enough that I could sit here at 2:00 in the morning and expect that I'd be able to be connected to the game long enough to play for an hour and a half. You know, well, even less than an hour because I've been sitting here talking too, you know. So less than an hour's worth of time, suddenly I'm disconnected from the server on the game. And now I got to start things, you know, the progression of that particular mission over again. That's really frustrating. You know, that's really frustrating. So I don't know if I'm even going to pick up this game again. It's an enjoyable game. I like the combat in it. I like the idea behind it. I like the storyline of it. It's really cool. But why the frick they decided to do it online only makes no sense when you're playing it as a single frickin' player game. It doesn't make any sense at all. None. Anyways, I hope that you guys have enjoyed things. I know I've kind of gone off on a little bit of a tangent and a little bit of a rant, but you guys can probably understand, right? I will be back online again tomorrow. I will be streaming again tomorrow, and I hope that you guys will tune in with me as well. I love you guys. Let me give you my dad thought for the day. Don't buy games that are online only if they don't say that they're online only, right? There's your dad thought for the day. Nah, seriously. Let me end on a bit of a positive note, okay? No matter who you are, no matter what you are, make sure that you are having people in your life that are a positive influence, that are good for you, right? Don't have toxicity in your life if you can avoid it, okay? It's just the way it is. If you're working a job that's toxic, you know, seriously, move on to a different job. Don't make your life suffer just because you need that $10 an hour. There are a lot of $10 an hour jobs out there that you could do that would be maybe better off. You know, if you're working a job that's, you know, worth hundreds of $1,000s a year and you're bringing in that decent salary, you know, even then I maybe would consider, if it's a toxicity and negative and not being able to, you know, have some peace in my life, I think I'd probably move on from that. A job is a job is a job. You know, you were looking for the job when you found it. You can look for another one that's less stressful, less impactful on your life. Okay. Anyways, I love you guys. I hope that you've had fun. If you did, make sure you follow. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. I'd love for you guys to join in with my family. And in the meantime, keep safe out there. Have fun. Thank you so much as always for watching. And we'll talk to you again later.